Happy Saturday. I didn't get to go to market today. So surprise, we are live today. No. Hi, Melissa. Surprise. Hi, Deanna. Hi, Elissa. Jackie. Surprise. Yesterday I couldn't do my live because my internet was down from like 12:30 till well after 10 o'clock last night. Hi, Diana. So I thought, well, maybe we'll try it today and see what happens. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Sarah. And maybe even some of our UK friends can join because it won't be like midnight. Hi, Laura. Hi, Karen. So, yeah, I was supposed to be at a market today, and I hadn't received my email telling me my information. So I contacted the venue, and they said, oh, we never got your application. And I'm like, oh, well, that's really weird because I have it marked on my calendar. So no market for me today. But that's okay because I got up, stayed up for a couple hours, and I went back to bed. So hi, Paint Girl. Hi. Yeah, I can't pronounce that one. Something, Katrina. So my yarn is all tangled here. But yeah, I wasn't real thrilled yesterday when I found out that they say they didn't get my application. I've been there the last 2 years. It was the place that I went to for my very first market. I mean, I could have signed up for other markets that would have been much better, but I didn't. And yeah, so I wasn't real thrilled about that. So I'm hoping I have enough of this mess here to make a dog bed. And yeah, we'll find out. So what's everybody up to today? My chat is frozen, I think. That or nobody's saying anything. Hi, Cheryl. Nobody was saying anything. You're making Roomy? Are you using Green Frog Crochet's pattern? Working on a baby blanket for the Knit Crochet every day for American Cancer Society. Knitting hats for the children I am buying Christmas gifts for. You're going Christmas shopping, making a cardigan custom order. Hi, Kathy. Oh my gosh, Cottontail Crafts. Who is that? Heather. Hi, how you doing? Hi, Tia. You are prepping for your Christmas market next weekend. Crocheting instead of housework? Definitely. Definitely. First time catching a live. Hi, Queen Mama. Chick something. Yeah, I can't say it. Sylvia, hi. Hi, Patsy, Golden. Alex Mitchell. You grabbed a Subway? I just had a BLT. But no tomato. It was bacon, lettuce, and toast. Your market was canceled for today, too, because of rain is forecasted, making cookie mice. Hi, Connie. You can't remember, but you used Parfait Chunky. Yes, I did use Parfait Chunky when I made Roomy. I used shell, white, mustard, and then haze, the purple haze for the hair. You're working on an ornament. Hi, Crafty Jersey. Okay. See if I can get this started. Let's see. That's what you're using too? Yeah, that's such a pretty purple color for the hair. One, two, three, four. So you're stuffing your face, Heather? Well, after sitting at a market all day, you deserve to be able to stuff your face. You're working on Winnie the Dragon by Red Mills Crochet. That was the very first dragon pattern that I bought. The very first one I made, and probably the worst looking one that I made. Not because the pattern was bad, but because I had so many holes in the tail. So many. But you know what? I priced it low and somebody still wanted it and bought it. So I at least got my yarn money back. Hi, Ida. You took your son to get his gaming desktop looked at and just came back from our mother and son lunch date. Nice. You're working on a groovy flower. First time using this pattern. Quick and easy to make so far. Is that a granny square? So it seems strange to be here on a Saturday afternoon live, but, you know, internet issues. That was the longest, most boring day. Like, no sound in the house at all. A couple of times, John startled me just by, like, walking into the room because everything was so quiet. It was not a good day. And then the lady that is going to get one of the kittens, she's trying to contact me, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not getting a good cell signal, so I'm having to walk around my yard to pick up a signal to be able to reply to her. And that was not fun either. Pattern is by Raven and Jade. It's a flower plush, not a granny square. It's cute. Okay. How did it go at the vet? It went pretty good. We took the 3 kittens, or I took the 3 kittens on Wednesday afternoon. They all weigh over 2 pounds. They got their first shot. They got their nails trimmed, and I asked them to show me how to do it so that I can do it on my own. And then they also got a dewormer just as a preventative. So they gave me some samples for, you know, flea treatments. They didn't see any fleas on them, which really surprised me since they came from outside. But I have that, but I have to wait a week to put it on because of, you know, the shots and the dewormer. And, you know, we don't want to traumatize them all. Heather, I don't know how many she's going to get. I don't know. She did ask me, because I also found out it's 2 males and a female. She did ask me if one of the males was more cuddly than the other. So, I don't know. I was kind of thinking she would want the little girl kitty, because that one's the most unique looking. So we'll see. I won't know till tomorrow. She's supposed to be here at 11. Yes, Mama Kitty is scheduled for her procedure. I took her Thursday morning, and she was given 3 shots and a dewormer, and she's scheduled for December 11th. I have to have her there before 8 o'clock in the morning, so got to make sure she doesn't sneak out before then. Buy a muzzle for nail trimming. They actually did pretty good, because they're kittens. So if now Mama Kitty didn't get her nails trimmed, she's going to get hers done when she has her procedure. That way she'll be under, because she was pretty shaken up. She's like, what is going on here? Enough trauma for one day. Hi, Debbie. So she does seem a little bit more active now, though, so maybe she was having some type of worm issues. Not that I saw any in her stuff, but you never know. So she's acting a little bit more active. She's more playful with the kittens. The kittens are extremely playful right now. So we'll see. We will see. Okay. I am doing okay, Debbie. How are you doing? That was me this morning, Heather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was so tired that I laid back down and I took a nap. I set my alarm for 1 o'clock in case I did fall asleep, because Lord knows I don't need to sleep all day and be up all night. Have I crocheted them a pet bed? I have not. Yeah, no, not yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the lady, her name is Tracy, but she is learning to crochet. And someone in her crochet group watches my channel. So she's picking up a Cookie Mouse for that person tomorrow when she comes to get the cats. But she said she wanted to try and make the cats a bed before they got there, or cat. I keep saying cats, but I don't know. Don't know yet. Won't know till tomorrow. So Mama Kitty, though, I was kind of right the first time when I thought that she kind of resembled a Siamese. From her eyes, the vet said that she definitely has some Siamese in her. But from her markings, she looks like the ragdoll. The other ones, the 2 male kittens, are, one is the, what do you call it? Like the black colored tabby with the M on the forehead. And the little gray one, the one I call Peanut, because it's got a little peanut head with great big eyes. He is a gray and white tabby. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the female looks like what they call a diluted tortie, because she's gray and orange, with the orange splotches. But she seems to be getting more and more orange as days go by. Someone is taking a kitty. Yes, at least one kitty. And that's going to be hard. Mama Kitty's going to be so upset. That's going to be hard to watch. The market bags work so much better than the totes. They hold a lot more, that's for sure. Thought you had a market. I was supposed to have a market, but I hadn't received an email with the information, so I contacted them yesterday, and they said they never got my application. So, and I signed up for it in July. It's not the first time that's happened to me. Someone threw out a little kitty here a couple months ago, black and white, and I thought it was a boy, but the man that brought his son to get it said it was a girl. It's so hard to tell. When they're kittens, it is very hard to tell. Hi, Mary. Oh, she is. The female kitten, she is just gorgeous. Going out of that company and just picked up my crochet for a relaxing afternoon, chilly at 33. Yeah, it's warm here today. I think it's in the 80s. Let's see. If you were closer, you'd definitely adopt that girl. You know, it's funny. I have never had a female cat before. Every cat I have ever had has always been a male. So I was kind of surprised at the vets when we were talking about getting her spayed at the price difference between a male and a female. And I'm like, you know, even in the animal kingdom, they discriminate against females. You go to buy a pair of shoes for women, it's more expensive than men. Clothes are more expensive than for men. Anything for women is more expensive than it is for men. And it's exactly the same in the animal kingdom. Like, if it was a boy, it's $75 to have him fixed. For the girl, it's $285. That's quite a difference. Market bags are so easy, but the straps are longer to do, but you have made a lot of them. I've done a few market bags and haven't sold a single one. You're market prepping today for a show next Saturday? Let's see. Single increase, single increase, single increase, single increase. Okay. Someone recently threw out a big male lab dog. He has one blue eye and one brown eye. And you're wondering if he's not blind? I've seen that in people, so I think that's entirely possible on an animal too, where they have two different color eyes. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Donna. If I missed anybody, hello. Hi, Mary. You've sold about 5, but not at a market. Right, I sold some last year before Christmas. I did a custom order for John's sister, and that's all that I've sold. Oh, I just got my stitch marker tangled. Let's see. It's rare, but labs can have eyes that are not just the classic brown. You see it in dogs? You made a bunch of kitties in beds. What do you... I do mine for $10. So you could probably do 12 or higher, but I do mine at 10. I know Heather does just the cat alone for 10, but that's Canadian. So that would be probably about 7-ish here. You made a bunch of, let's see. My sister has a dog with a blue and a brown, not blind. Yeah. It's very hyper and playful. You're trying to rehome him. He chases cars, and we live in a busy area, so you're scared he's going to get hit. I would be scared too. 5, 6, 7, 8. You gave up after 5 weeks, Deborah? It takes a long time to build a channel. And yes, Heather, you are right. YouTube is work. but it is, I like it too. I mean, like, I don't know anybody around me. You guys are all my friends. See. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Just had a Friday night and a Saturday market, sold out of chicks and eggs, mystery boxes, aquariums, and silly goose. Cool. Just got an order for a nibbles and a book for a boy, also for a Daisy Bear. I don't know who Daisy Bear is. And remember the big pink one with the headband and bow? The one with the slippers, Mary? You get excited when I go live? Thanks. Your husband even knows my voice. I think there's a lot of them because I get accused of being a pocket drainer, a wallet drainer, because of all the patterns I show. YouTube is definitely a lot of work, and it takes a long time to grow a channel, but it is worth it. Yes, it is. Haven't worked my YouTube, but been thinking about doing it. We have a mini dachshund, and she thinks she's a Rottweiler, and he thinks he's smaller than her. You have your first market next Saturday? Well, good luck. May give it another try after the holidays. I want to get the Goose Sitter. Oh, the Crochet Grove pattern? That's a nice pattern, too. Sold your Molly. Oh, Dolly. Dolly, the dachshund. You're new and just getting started. How do you go about finding markets to sell at? Well, you can look on Facebook, but you have to be very careful. There are groups for the markets and craft fairs and things like that on Facebook. Just be very, very careful because there are a lot of scams on there. I mean, that's where I first started looking. And then when you're at a market, you just talk to people. Find out what's a good market. You know, do they recommend anything? You guys, I consider my friends. I'm like you. I don't get out and all I want to do is watch my crochet friends. Right? Right? Hi, Thrifty Crocheter. You got into your first store space? Nice. Nice. See, I hope everyone is having a super Saturday and a wonderful weekend. Me too. Me too. Even though my Saturday is almost over. You have one retail space. Owner does not charge anything for the space. I have an opportunity to get into another space, but it's $60 a month. Well, the one place that I was at for the very short time I was at, they only took a percentage of sales. 25%, I think it was. They didn't charge me for space. So, but a lot of them do charge both. But if they charge for space, you would think the percentage would be lower. Just had to take out a few rows. I noticed I was crocheting in my DNA hair. I do that a lot. Do that an awful lot. Check your schools and look on events and marketplace for fairs or craft events. There you go. Shannon just shared the Rudolph mod in our chat. Okay, cool. I don't know if I'll make a Rudolph. You know me, I'm not like really big into making the holiday stuff. I mean, I did a little bit of Halloween and I'm stuck with it now. Let's see, I finally sold my first item today at the store space I'm in. I'm hopeful it will pick up. You would think that it would, with Christmas coming, that you would pick up some sales. Greetings from Germany. I finally caught alive. Hello, De Larissa, if I said that right. You pay $20 a month plus 15%. That's not bad. That's not bad. You made some scrubbies yesterday. That scrubbies yarn is hard on the hands. Yes, it is. Hello, Jane Robinson from the UK. How are you today? Let's see. Hi, Nancy. Your space is $75 a month and 10% a month, but you have already made back your fee for this month on the first full day. Your fee was $20 for the rest of the month. It's nice. 4. Let's see how off I am. 1, 2, increase, 1, 2, increase, 1, 2, increase. Perfect. I know. It's a surprise because my internet was down last night and I couldn't do my Friday night. And I needed a fix. Yeah, I usually have mine clipped up, and I'm regretting my choice right now of not having my clip sitting right here. So I might have to get up and go grab it because I'm starting to feel warm. New Zealand. What time is it in New Zealand? And how? Hello. Let's see. Hi, Tammy from Pennsylvania. Let me run and grab that hair clip because I'm starting to sweat. I'll be right back. So you guys got to take a peek at all those plushies behind me. But you've all seen all of those. Let's see. Much better. Plus I turned the fan on while I was up. Okay, so now three. So Heather, what is the first thing that you're going to make before your yarn shows up? Because I know you need brown for your deer. Now it's an increase in 3 times 4. That's 2. Three. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. I might have messed up. We'll see when I get to the end of the round. Oh, it's a Highland cow. 1, 2, 3, increase 1, 2, 3, increase 1, 2, 3, increase 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this isn't coming out right. I don't know where I messed up. All right, so after this round, I should have 48. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I only have 43. Let's start over. Terry here from Michigan, in the lower 40s today, maybe closer to 50 tomorrow. Have COVID and sinusitis. Oh no, that's awful. Well, I hope you feel better soon. You would think some of these yarn companies would increase their production of brown yarn. It's definitely in high demand. Every site I check is sold out. You would think. You would absolutely think. Debbie, I did not give up on the cardigan. I just have not started the second sleeve yet. I just haven't had a chance. Just after 9:40 a.m. in New Zealand. That's not too bad. It is 3:42 in the afternoon. Red is sold out too. All the good colors are sold out. Let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Premier had rust. You ordered 12 balls. You got more white and black at Michael's as Premier was out of those. Yep, black, white, brown. The one nice thing, though, is they're coming out with a lot of really pretty greens lately. Now, if they could just keep up with it. Okay. 1, 2. 6. Well, I'm trying to make, Ida, I am trying to make a dog bed, but I was up to round 5 and didn't have anywhere near the amount of stitches I was supposed to have. So we're starting over. You don't know, they don't stock up when they know they will sell out. I know. And it's too late in the game for them to be blaming COVID. 1, 2, 3. Hello from Michigan. Love watching you and your cronies. I bought your Give a Mouse a Cookie and sold everyone. Nice. Nice. Yep, I have to make another one now because I want 3 to go to market. And 1 is getting picked up tomorrow. Then this one should get 4, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see. Now we need 8. I wish I could keep enough inventory to do a store. I just don't want to work that hard. Mary, I don't blame you. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice weather here in South Mississippi, 80 degrees, but supposed to cool off by Thanksgiving. Oh, you hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Absolutely. I need to go buy a turkey. At first, it was just going to be John and I, and now Jenna and her fiance are going to come for Thanksgiving. So with it just going to be John and I, we were just going to do, you know, a nice dinner, not necessarily having the whole big shebang. Jay and the kittens are doing very good. One, at least one, is being rehomed tomorrow. And they went to the vet Wednesday. And they, good sounding heart, good sounding lungs, got their nails trimmed, got a dewormer, got their first shot. So they're good to go for the potential new owner. It's wet and windy there, Mandy? Ugh. Yes, Mary. Yep. I missed that too. So I need 4 increases. 80 degrees in central Alabama. Yeah, I'm going to say it's about 85 here. It's pretty warm. I probably should have got this bottom piece started already because of all the increases and having to count. And 1, 2, 3. How do I not have enough? See? Ugh. Well, let's put the increase there and see if that's going to make it come out right. I can't crochet and talk and read at the same time. Let's see, what are we talking about? You were up at 2 a.m., couldn't get back to sleep, worked on your video, you filmed today, looked like crap, haha. No, you didn't, Heather. You're beautiful. You're in South Florida and it was so hot and humid while I was at the park with my kids. Ugh, I believe it. It's hot out there. You were shocked. You sold Darth. First thing. Oh, you're having a conversation with Shannon. Now I understand what's going on. You wish it was warm. It's 43 here. I would welcome some cold weather occasionally instead of just hot and yucky all the time. Switch to swings. I don't want to switch to swings. That means I have to go find another hook and find more yarn. I don't want to do swings. I'm just going to count here and see if I have the right number of stitches. I'm only on round 2 because I frogged it out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 31, and I should have 32. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we start the increases. We need 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 4 increases. I already started over again, Mary. I don't want to start over again. It was snowing here the other night. It was pretty outside, I bet. You're using the softest skein of Bernat Mystical. The only Bernat Mystical that I found that wasn't as soft as the others was the Cinder, I think it's called, the black and gray one. For chenille brights, I use a 6mm. And when you say it was trouble for you, was that because you had holes or because it was still too tight? You worked with the worst thing of green Bernat blanket a couple of days ago. I've had some of those, and I agree, ready to trash them. We had our first snow over a week ago. I think Heather had some snow too. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1, 2, 3. Nope. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23, that should be 24. Now it has 24. Okay. 1. Only 2 markets left and no crochet to last market. What's that? Let's see. It's too thick. Try going to a bigger size. Some of my brights are like this one is not what I'm looking for. Okay, so like this is like kind of thick, and this isn't the worst. And then you get ones like this that are kind of flat and thinner and really soft. So it's very inconsistent. So you just need to play with your hook sizes and figure out which one you need with what they send you that particular time. All right. Hi, Lynn. If I missed anybody, hello. I'm not trying to ignore anyone. Sold your last Grinch today, not going to make more. Nope, I wouldn't make any more either, Heather. You have 1 Grinch for your next market. I haven't made a Grinch this year. Well, I made a Grinch cat, but a regular Grinch I have not made this year. Your mountains were covered. You also bought some Walmart brand mystery yarn. While it was very sturdy, it was also very stiff, and it was just like Bernat. That must be the Mainstay brand. That is pretty stiff. That one's hard to work with. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Is there an electric winder for Bernat blanket? I have no idea which one. I know people use them, but I don't know what kind. I haven't shown the Grinch cat yet. I made it right before I went to my last market, and I didn't get a chance to show it. I'll probably show it in tomorrow's video. I've been using a lot of the brights lately too. I have been liking it a lot, but every now and then you get that one skein that'll just drive you nuts. Mainstay is horrible. Yes, it is. It's 42 degrees here in the southeast UK, working on a hexie cardigan order. I hope it's real thick yarn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Yay! This round's going to come out right. You use a winder from Amazon. It works with Bernat. Mainstay was nice to me. Go figure. They can't be consistent. None of the yarn companies are consistent. That's one of the most frustrating things, other than them always being out of stock. Okay, so now we do 8, and then it's an increase in a single times 4. Let's see. You have an, yeah, okay, yarn winder electric works fine for Bernat. You like most Bernat yarn, but sometimes you get a horrible skein. Love Premier tie-dye and brights. Yes. You want an electric winder so bad. On my wish list, my husband is getting me a printer for Christmas, and that's top priority. And I got an air fryer. I got an air fryer a few years back. It's still in the box. Actually, I think I gave it to Jenna. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am trying to work on a dog bed, but I have frogged it out twice already. I can't seem to get past the base. See, you bought a white mainstay, thought you were buying Bernat. It is a good quality. Okay, every now and then you get a good one. Yes, even the brights are super thick sometimes and very annoying. Not getting a crocheting done. Was just going to nap before I remembered live. It's okay, Mary. I haven't made a single thing today. I went back to bed. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So this one is the increase. That's 1. Two. Come on. And 4. Oh no, that's a good thing to eat healthy, Alyssa. I just kind of like set in my ways. I like certain things, and I have lots of gadgets for the kitchen that are still in boxes in there. So, but it's just taking up space, so I gave it to her. I know a lot of people that love their air fryers. I just never tried it. I was so disappointed. I went to a tent sale at Spin Right, makes Bernat, here in NC. They usually have amazing stuff, but this year was all variegated, $2 a skein, but still. I agree. Variegated, I love the look of variegated on the ball, but some of it crocheted does not look nice. And then it's like certain things you can use variegated on, and certain things you can't. It's kind of like a love-hate thing with that. See, I was going to film a tutorial for a pattern. Now I got distracted. I'm sorry. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your elephant is sitting there waiting for legs. You sewed this morning and made baby bibs, okay? You went to Michael's. Getting low on yarn. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Michelle. How long have I been on? 50 minutes, it says. And this is how far I've gotten on my dog bed because I have frogged it too many times. Oh. So you guys have to hang out with me until I get this finished, and that could take a while at this pace. Let me count my stitches, make sure I don't have to frog again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 40. Yay, I have 40. I'm supposed to have 40. Do I make handmade Christmas gifts? For certain people, I do. Some people just don't appreciate handmade, and other people absolutely love it. And the people that love it are the ones I do it for. Just got in from the market in the UK and it rained all blooming day. You still did amazing at almost 600. Very good. That is great for a rainy day. Hi, Lorraine. It sounds good to you. You'll get some popcorn. It could be entertaining if I have to keep frogging. You think the loaf cat pattern you have is too big. If y'all know of a good pattern for smaller loaf cats, I use a free one off of Instagram when I make them. I don't make them that often. Heather, are you still with us? Could you link that cat off of Instagram, that loaf cat? You know which one I'm talking about. I think you were using it before you got the Annie Caraway pattern. I think it is. Putting tags on handmade gifts this year. They say, if you don't like this handmade item, can I please have it back? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Come on, go through the... And now we want 2 singles and an increase. Times 4. That is 1. That's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. One more, I think. Thank you, Heather. See, mini loaf cap pattern, and also made a keychain pattern too. They're not hard to freehand. No, they're not. That is a great idea. It is a great idea. Okay. 1, 2. 6, 7, 8. So it's 2 singles and an increase. 1, 2. Increase. Sorry, guys. Trying not to have to frog this again. I think it's because I spend so much time alone. I am not multi-talented with talking and crocheting at the same time. Thank you so much for telling me about the safety eye tool. It is amazing. Oh my gosh, is it ever amazing? I love that thing. And the 35 millimeters, my goodness, it's just like press, and yet they pop right in. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Have you tried the free Charmander pattern by Crochet by Kitten Girl? You know, I have been looking at her Pokemon patterns, and I want to really, really badly try them, but I can't do it right now because those look like they will take a long time to do and a lot of yarn because they are very big. So since the bed is taking you 3 hours, what will be the price? It's not the bed's fault, Mary. You tried out one of the Stitchkins from the Crochet Carpenter, and it turned out a great size for a stocking stuffer. I'm not sure I know what the Stitchkins are. Oh, thank you, Debbie. It keeps evolving since the first one. I keep finding things that make it easier, and eventually I will land on this is how it's going to be. Eventually, but I have a lot of stuff now that I don't need. You need that tool. I was struggling this week to get the eyes on. Oh my gosh, that tool is an absolute game changer. 2, 3. You made the Psycho Bunny from Crochet by Kitten Girl for someone for Christmas. I haven't seen that one. Is it like a puppet in different animal forms? They are super cute. Oh, the little where they just poke the finger in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that Drift the octopus is supposed to be one. Finish the Charmander, and it takes days and a lot of yarn. She has an Instagram, but the pattern is on her website. Yeah, I've seen the patterns, and it's amazing that she gives them all away for free. I mean, because she like really puts some work into those things. They are absolutely gorgeous and like perfection. Let's see. 1, 2. 1, 2. That is 2. 1, 2, 3. Somehow. Am I off again, you guys? Please tell me I'm not off again. Oh my gosh. When you buy eyes from AliExpress, do you have to buy the backs separately? No. But you can get the replacement backs there for all the eyes that you have left over on Amazon that are horrible. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am off again somehow. It's going to be a long day. Let me count again. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. $48. Okay, I was trying to duplicate that same round. That's why it wasn't coming out right. So I'm not off, I was just on the wrong line. And that is what I did to my Bluey the other day. Let's see. Bears Critter, you are not late. Today was a surprise live because my internet was down yesterday and I did not get to go live last night like I wanted to. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now it is an increase in 3. All right, let's see if this works out. I just need to get past this round. Okay, that's 1. Help me keep track. That's 2. Three. 1, 2, and 4. Now I landed on the other side. Let's see. You might have to have a nap before hockey. You're allowed, Heather. You can have a nap. So they allow 2 weeks for AliExpress, sometimes less. I've had it take a month, though. Yeah, I think my last order was like 2 weeks for AliExpress. I was surprised it got here so fast. You normally get your eyes from Amazon. Well, the only thing with Amazon is you get the crappy backs. Five, 6. That's my only complaint about the Amazon eyes is the backs are terrible. Yeah, that's pretty much it anymore, Heather. It's just the black eyes from Amazon. And forget the others. No. You get your 12mm eyes from Amazon, and the backs have been splitting right off. Yep. They sent you backs that are too big. I know Mary and I both have had the same issue with the 14mm black eyes. They're not giving us enough backs. We have more eyes than we do backs. Those Amazon backs have made me scared that all my eyes will come out. I know. I now have double and triple check each time. With the AliExpress backs, are you having an issue with those? Please say no. No, but you just like to be extra careful. Okay. It's like you scared me there for a minute. Come on. Dropped my stitch. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3. 2. I did. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. You should do a sock monkey mod for your monkey pattern. Why? Hi, Katie. Putting hot glue on the backs of the Amazon eyes seemed to work, but I was too worried that they would come out that I fully switched to AliExpress for glitter eyes. I don't blame you. the Amazon eyes. Those dome backs are just terrible. Okay, we have successfully made it through round 5 for the 3rd attempt. Now the rest of it's easy. So shift the beginning of the next round, remove the stitch marker, crochet 1 slip stitch, and place the stitch marker. Okie dokie. The last order I placed at AliExpress came with the yucky dome backs. What? Oh, don't. They better not start doing that. They better not. So Shannon, if you're still here, they're asking if there is a splooting sloth. What's the ETA on that? Can you show up close what the AliExpress eyes look like, please? You mean the back of them? Let me grab one. Okay, this is the kind that are coming from AliExpress. This one was from the Amazon order on the 25mm eyes. And the bad ones, the ones that always split, look like these, oops, if I can hang on to it. They look like these domes. And they seem to be fine at first, and you'll have them in and have your plushie all done, and you're getting ready to go to market, and you pull the plushie out of the bag and the eyes are popping out because the back split. Hi, Karen. Shannon must be gone. I don't see. Yeah, she must have left. All right. Mini splotchy should come first. You're doing Shannon's Piggy Sloth right now? I haven't done that one yet. What is the make of your electric wool winder, Heather? Heather, what is the brand name of your... Oh, never mind. You got it in there. I'm slow. I'm sorry. Let's see. Also just finished a Pipsy for a customer. That's the pig, right? Those backs look much sturdier. Yeah, they are. They are. But if they're not the right size, and that's where I was running into a problem with Amazon on the 25mm one I showed, it just would not go on because there wasn't enough space for the yarn. So on that AliExpress site, they have a chart, like it'll show you how big the hole is that the post of the eye goes into, and then how wide the actual cover is, and then you can tell if it's going to be enough space to allow your thick yarn. Yeah, Karen, it is. It's, I didn't get to come on yesterday because my internet was down for, almost 11 hours. Let's see. Just finished a Berry the Bear and Beans the Bunny for an order. those spluters, their spluters are doing really good. See, I have not had any issues with my backs from Amazon because I frequent the same buyers. I think they would have told me if there were any issues. I like the white flat backs the best. It's if you're using the sinker eyes, Mary, those are the ones that have the issues with the back splitting. You had a Wally World delivery. Sorry. What did I miss? Nothing. I made it through the bottom of my dog bed. So we're starting on the sides as soon as I finish this one round right here. Only took like 3 tries. You want to see the Grinch cat? I'll be showing the Grinch cat in tomorrow's video. Ouch. It's like not even in the room with me. It's way that away. All right, so now it's easy. I could just keep going around for 7 rounds and I don't have to count. What are you doing? She don't want to get up. Heather, I've already gotten up like 3 times. I don't want to get up again. I mean, if you guys don't want to be on here all night long, you got to let me finish this dog bed. Because you're not allowed to leave till it's done. I don't think so, but I will message you. Why do I keep thinking your name is Amber? Only used the sinker eyes from Amazon, and I have never had an issue with them splitting, but I burned the back of the eyes with the lighter. And, you know, I'm not sure with those particular backs if that would work. Because the actual back itself cracks in half. Like, there's nothing there. So I don't know that burning it really helps. I might not have enough. That would really suck after all that frogging and redoing. We'll have to switch over to, oh, I don't know if that's going to look right. Another color to finish it off. You're making more hoodie bears today. Has anyone had success with them? I have not made one. Let's see, you probably missed the kitty news. You knew the long-haired gray tortie was a girl. What are the other kittens? It's 2 boys and a girl. And how did you know that was a gray tortie? I had to look that up to see what it was. It is a diluted tortie. I had no idea. And she seems to be getting a lot more orange daily. That's one. I got 6 more rounds to go. You guys think I'm going to make it? I don't. Oh my. See what hoodie bear. I've only seen, I think it's Jenny that did a hoodie bear. And my first thought was it needs to have a muzzle on it. instead of just a round ball from the face. So I'm sure other people have been making it, but that's the only person I can think of off the top of my head that I've seen show them. Nooks Hooks Bear. The hoodie bear from Nooks Hooks. Is that the one that I am thinking of? Mary, are you jinxing me? Add a different color now for a couple of rows. Okay, yeah, okay, let me do that. Let me finish this round and then I'll do that. Maybe just a plain white. Or, let me see. Let me see. Maybe. Let's see. Yep, Jenny made it. Added, let's see. I'm making the hoodie bears in hoodie colors that will also work for Valentine's. So you're obsessed with making them. I'm going to have to look at that pattern, but I have so much that I need to get done just on orders. But a lot of pressure's off since I had no market today. Which was quite rude. Periwinkle? You want me to put blue in this, Mary? You've had a lot of success with Nooks Hooks. They're in the sitting version. Okay. So I have this green that I could add to do solid. Or, I could do just plain white. What goes with green? Let's see. You've had a lot of success with, yeah, you can, yes, you can link the eyes. Would so love to test a splooter. Go out of the box. I don't know, Mary. That's like, I don't know about that. The sage green? No. Not close. All right, you guys, make up my mind for me. Pink goes with green. You like the white? Teal. Teal. Do we have a teal? This is teal blue. You never agree with any of us, Mary? White, cream, white, white, purple and pink. White is always safe. I think it's going to be white. Think it's going to be white. You vote for Sage. You beat to a very different drum you always have. Just had a power outage. What a fright. Yes. That's always scary when the lights go out. Always. Let's see. Uh-oh. Probably won't be able to see this color change anyways. Where do you get the pattern for the beds? This pattern is included with the dog bed pattern from Vutvoriashka Toys, if I even said that right. Mary, is that the link for the dog bed and puppies? Are the eyes with the glitter fabric any good? Some of them feel like it's fabric and some of them feel like it's paper. The only thing is don't throw them in the wash because the glitter is going to separate from that. That's probably why a lot of people paint and decorate their own safety eyes. How did you get that to do that in such a short URL, Heather? Anytime I try to do it, it's like so long, like takes up a paragraph. You can't find plain black pupil safety eyes. Plain black pupil. You're talking about just the little black eyes, or you're talking about the sinker eyes that you put the color disc on? See, that's the shop, not the listing. I've tried that, and it comes up really long. I must be doing something wrong. Okay, so that's 3. Yeah, I like, Lorraine, I like the ones that are like, when you touch it, you can tell that it's kind of a fabric and not just paper. Please note, I've made 6 beds since live started. Just kidding. Ha ha, Mary. Oh my goodness. I would buy 2 of them, but not 6. We bought a generic wholesale generator, whole house generator. Best money we've ever spent. It comes on automatically when the power goes out. That is the way to go, for sure. Who you calling a slacker, Heather? Just because I can't count doesn't make me a slacker. It's only a slacker when you don't get anything done. Okay, we're going to do one more round of white after this one and then go back to the green color. That should be enough for 2 rounds. You think 2 rounds of 56 stitches? Well, technically 3 because then I have to close it. All right, so maybe 2 more rounds of white and then we'll go back to that. You're also curious about holding up in water. So I soaked one of the colors that you never used in water for an hour the other day and it didn't look any different. That's good. When I ordered from AliExpress, the tariff was included in the price of the eye, so there was no surprises. Two, three, four. Do you have to, let's see, Frogging Queen versus Dancing Queen. Yeah, I'd be the Frogging Queen, not the Dancing Queen, that's for sure. Will you be doing a pattern sale for Black Friday? You know what? I didn't even think about it. Maybe. It's a good idea. The dyes have changed the color of your Clover hook, Mary? I know they, certain colors change the color of my nails. I feel like this is taking me forever. How does what happen? Oh, are you crocheting with the handle? No, it just rubs against it, Mary. Or Heather. Mary. Mary says she's a slacker. Speaking of Clover hooks, I wish they had a metal shaft up to... Right? I agree 100%. They stop at metal at 6 millimeter. It would be nice if they had the bigger ones in metal. Have you linked the replacement backs that you order on any of your videos, or can you add it in the description when you are done tonight? The link is super, super long. If you go to that shop that Heather linked up above, let me see, let me find her comment and I'll pin it. Here it is. But if you go to this shop, you gonna let me, is where the, where I got the replacement backs from that exact shop. All right, so that's 5. One more in white. Four. Hi, Sharon. Oh, you're welcome, Lorraine. Katie uses tulip hooks, but I don't know if she is here anymore. Yeah, I use the Clover hooks. I don't think I've ever tried a tulip hook. Might be the yarn that causes the squeak. Had that problem the other day, switched yarn and was perfectly fine. After 6.5, they're plastic, Heather? What is it with these people? They're going to make you spend $26 a hook on a furls? Let's see, it was Bernat and it wasn't that soft. Oh, definitely. That'll squeak. Your hooks are $1.98. Mary doesn't buy all the hype. She likes her vintage hooks. I have one furls hook and it's a 7mm, and yes, it is heavy. It took some getting used to for sure. But since it's the only one I have, it might just be that line that is heavy. That maybe some of their other ones don't weigh as much as that one does. I don't know. And I had a hard time paying $26 for one single hook. But it is very smooth. Very, very smooth. Okay, we're changing back to the other color. So you know what that means? That means there's one more round and then the closing round. Sometimes old school is best, but it really is all about the personal preference. You got that right. I use Knit Pro Waves 2.0. They go to a 12mm in metal. Never heard of those. See, I was always a Susan Bates girl. That's what I learned on. So some of these other ones, I was skeptical to try. Use Susan, found them easier to use. Yep, you have tons of vintage hooks. Yarn chicken, yes, yes. This is it. I had to switch and add a color in the middle. The resin furls are much lighter. The puppies that go with the bed. So confusing where she constantly tells you to change the placing of your stitch marker. It's not too bad. It's only a few times. I guess it was easier for her to do that than to sit there and try and calculate out with everyone's tensions and everything, but calculate out, all right, so they need to do 3 more stitches to get the increases to land in the middle of the top of the head or whatever. I didn't mind the puppies at all, other than the whole leg confusion thing. You had to order more needles, like yarn needles, Heather? Or embroidery machine needles? You minded the puppies? Then you'll be stuck with a tad bit. I know. Maybe. But those you can take, those tad bit pieces, and then just like do a completely scrappy bed. Mine ended up in the garbage. Heather, you're just too impatient. After your surgery, when you're not so cranky, I want you to try those puppies again, and you'll be feeling better, so you'll like it. Darning needles. Oh boy. Made the pug yesterday. Simple to do the legs with the directions. Just wish the heads were a bit smaller. I think they're a cute size. I think my favorite one out of the dogs that I've tried was the Rottweiler. And I'm sure that was just because of the colors. But I think that one was my favorite. And if I struggle with chick eggs, how am I going to pump out beds? Well, Heather, if you're making the dogs in Parfait Chunky, you'll make the beds in Parfait Chunky, so it won't hurt your hands like using the other stuff. Okay. So we need to pull those ends through. Let's see. Robin, are you having a pattern sale for Black Friday? I hadn't thought about it. Should have thought about this. That was a bad choice. Urgh. I carried up my yarn, but ran it on the wrong side. I hadn't thought about it. I probably will. I've just been, like, my brain's been preoccupied with so many different things that I just never gave it really any thought. Okay. Let's get this one to come through. Okay. All right, now we're good. Let's see. You have a problem with the back loop only round, so you hot glue them on what? Well, this is so thick. This yarn is so thick. Okie dokie. You might be a weirdo, but you love to sew the pieces on. Very satisfying. Yeah, I don't know about that one. You got so frustrated with the project the other day, you cut it up the middle. Not like me. I must have needed a nap. Yes, if you are that tired, that can definitely make you miss his cranky pants. Went to scope out a possible market today for next year. Glad I did. Lots of MLM and Temu crap, plus many crochet things. Nope. Nope. Now you would think that with the tariffs and everything, that the Temu kind of stuff would have slowed down. That's what I thought would happen. And I've been halfway wondering if that's why a lot of the people haven't been showing up at the markets. The kitties did really good at the vet. They got their first shots. They got a dewormer, got their nails trimmed. Their heart and lungs sound healthy. And they all three weigh over 2 pounds. Let's see. You find videos of people sewing parts on very satisfying and relaxing. I like the sound it makes. I think they amplify that sound of the yarn just pulling through. It's kind of like, I was watching this person do, I guess you'd call it hand embroidery. Kind of like, not cross stitch, the other kind. And just the sound of the needle punching through the fabric and the thread being pulled through. It was very relaxing. I loved it. Now, they have warehouses everywhere. Of course they do. Did you all see Crochet Grove's new goose and mallard pattern? I have the goose pattern. Did she come out with a mallard? Or is it a different one than the sitting goose on the shelf goose? Her video made me stew up about Muscadabit supporter market all year during the slow months and being a vendor. Then at Christmas time, they let the other crocheters. Yep. Okay. I'm getting there, you guys. Slow and steady wins the race, right? Can't see my loops. She made a new goose? Okay, I'll have to look. Oh. So you revoked your membership. Screw them. That's right, Heather. Screw them. Muscowati. Let's see. You like you like making the mini snugglers? I do too. Wait do you guys see the one I modified one of them yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before, but I'll be showing it tomorrow. It's so cute. You sold your fox lovey today? See, Heather, you should have been taking those loveys all along. And I do think that the mini loveys are going to do better than the big ones. But isn't that like 2 or 3 that you've sold in the last 2 markets? I'm such a tease. Well, if I show you today, then I won't have anything to show in my regular video because I was expecting to have to be at market today and it didn't happen. So I was doing other things besides, you know, making stuff. As, you know, as much as I would be. I mean, I still made some stuff, but not like I normally would be working on stuff. So I can't give any sneak peeks, or then you guys won't want to come see me tomorrow. Let's see. Pattern do you use? For what? What pattern is used for what, Sharon? Or are you talking to someone else in the chat? Then Lisa said the cow and giraffe at her shop today. Nice. Say, fellow pattern designer, what do you consider a good sale? Enough where you will purchase a pattern and be pleased about it. For me, it's 25% off. Yeah, honestly, at the pricing at some of the patterns these days, I'm happy to get any little discount. But 25% off, I think, is a good 20, 25, maybe 30 at the most. I don't know. I mean, I've seen some very generous coupons. I forget who it is now, and I just noticed it. They sent me a 60% off coupon. Like, that is huge. You know, as the thank you coupon, 60% is huge. And is it Hugurumi or Hugurumi Toys? They sent a 50% off coupon when you make a purchase. So, I mean, those are very generous coupon offers. And then some of them that have the forever sales, like their stuff is always on sale, and you think you're getting a big savings, but they overpriced to begin with. You know, say they put it at $10, but they really want to sell it for $5, so they price it at $10, they put it at 50% off, and they're still getting the $5 they wanted to begin with. So some of them are just playing games with us like that. Let's see. I will never buy those $7 or more patterns unless they are on sale. BK Crochet's patterns are way too expensive. There are a lot that are way too expensive. Especially, I don't know. I shouldn't say anything. You know, people, they value their own worth. I shouldn't say a word. I just know that I think some are too high priced. You have a market next week. You did really well last year, 1,800 after deductions. I'm hoping this year does just as well. I hope you do just as well too. Hannah, where do you sell your patterns? Would like to check them out. Your patterns are on your Etsy shop. Okay. So Crafty Jersey, your name is Hannah? Trying to follow the chat here. My usual limit is about $8 unless it's special. You can always tell how much you like something by the price. And there are times when I'll be like, oh, I really like that. I really want to make that. And I'll like favorite it or I'll add it to cart. And then I have to think about it. And usually I end up pulling the trigger if I do that because it's just like, I really, really want to make that. So I'll pay that little bit of extra. And then usually what happens, they go on sale right after I do that. you know, Murphy's Law. Just got home and saw the live. Hi, Claire. Like, it's totally okay for them to charge that much, but I personally won't buy them because I don't think they are worth that much. Well, it's kind of like on YouTube, you do a tutorial style video, and they call that evergreen because as like say you do a tutorial on how to make a teddy bear. Well, as those times come around, all of a sudden teddy bears are popular for a certain reason. That video comes back up and starts getting lots of views. So they call that evergreen. So to me, the pattern is, especially when it's digital, evergreen. You've done the work one time, and now it just sells over and over again. You never have to do anything else to it. So I personally don't think that you need to have, you know, $13, $15, $20 on a single pattern price. That's just my point of view. Others might think differently, but that's just how I look at that. You know, how many times do you have to get, you know, $10 or whatever for that same price? Am I frozen? Like, nope. Why did that stop? Yeah, on my iPad it was frozen. So, okay, a lot of lovey patterns are very expensive, but they are also very well written and detailed. What is the most expensive pattern you have purchased? Mine is Anchor. Same. Mine was Anchor. Some only do 5%. Let's see, that's what I used to think about Mama Made Minis patterns, but then I bought one on sale. Now I have a list that I keep that I want to buy when they have another sale. You bought a dragon that is a wearable pattern. That was $11, and that was probably the most expensive that I bought. No, not frozen. You're not frozen for me. Okay, yeah, mine on my tablet, it was frozen. I must have hit a button or whatever. It just stopped on its own. I don't know. It got very dark. So, I don't know what's going on. Oh my gosh. Like, I only have a couple more stitches left, you guys. You know what that means? I have this left. So, you know what's going to happen with this? This is going to end up being a stripe in one of these. Oh, story of my life. Okay. See, are you in the UK? Do you do her on the coast? Yep, definitely Anchor, and that pattern wasn't the best written pattern in my opinion. That pattern had some tough spots that were very difficult to understand. It's almost time for dinner. Yes, 5 o'clock. For Heather, it's 6, so she's, well, she said she was stuffing her face when she came on the live. Okay. In there. In. Okay, one dog bed is finished. And it only took 114 minutes. 114 minutes because I had to frog so much. Okay, so the bed alone, Mary, is $50. What'd Mary say that you're laughing at? Is it on Etsy? Oh, the kittens, it's 2 boys and a girl. Ranger, the little black one, is a boy. The gray one that looks like he's wearing hip boots and little paw fingertip gloves on the front paws, he is a boy. And the fluffy gray one with the orange in her is a girl. Hi, Karen from Australia. So we have a bed, now we just need a dog. I actually thought that I'd be able to come on here and make 2 beds during the live. Yeah, right. Just used a free pattern to make a Christmas bulb garland. Left out some instructions, but for free, I'll figure it out. I have found that issue with a lot of free patterns. They definitely aren't tested, and a lot of information is missing. I'm not keeping all of them. I have someone coming tomorrow that is going to possibly adopt 1, maybe 2. Honestly, I think they're adorable, and I'm going to feel horrible when they're taken away from the mama kitty, but I can't handle the smell of the cat boxes with 4 cats in the house, and that's with Scoop having... We have 3 inside, 1 on the porch, and scooping it constantly to the point where, you know how you always have a ton of the plastic bags from the grocery store? I have no more. We are out of plastic bags because I have scooped the cat boxes so much. I cannot handle the smell. We are possibly keeping the mom. She definitely, I mean, she's been wanting to get out. You can see, like, she tried one day and we got her back in real quick. But she's wanting to get back out. And once she's fixed, I won't be as concerned about it. Not that I want her out there and possibly, you know, getting hit by a car or a dog getting a hold of her or anything like that. But I won't be as worried if she gets out the door. But I don't want her getting out right now. It only takes 1 day. And then next thing you know, I've got another batch of kittens to deal with. So, and the vet said that the mom is part Siamese. So my first impression of the cat was that she was part Siamese. And then it was like, well, I don't know. Maybe she is a ragdoll. I mean, her markings looks like a ragdoll, but let's see. I have 6 kittens that I have bottle fed. They are definitely stinky, not fun, but when they leave, I will be very happy knowing that I did what I did and they go to good homes. Exactly, Mary. Exactly. So, I cannot believe we have been on here for almost 2 hours. We are like 1 minute and 15 seconds shy of 2 hours. I can't believe it took me that long to make this. Oh my gosh. I can't. I can't read and crochet and talk at the same time. Let's see. We have an electric scooper and use grocery bags to line the collector bin. See, that's what I'm saying, the grocery store bags. I've used them all. We are out. So, John went grocery shopping just so that we can have some bags. They're banned at the grocery stores. Ugh. Tucker the Turtle. Tucker the Turtle. Is that the big version of Tice the Turtle? Hey, Christine. We're just about to end the live because I've already been here for 2 hours and all I got made because I had to frog so much is this one little dog bed. Because, you know, we can't talk and read and crochet at the same time. It's Avery's pattern. Tucker the Turtle. Okay. Now I'm going to have to go look and see which one it is. I think she sent that to me. I think. I'm not sure. You just finished a Tucker the Turtle yesterday. He is so cute with his little hat. Titus is the big version of Tyson. Okay. We need to video chat more. Get your practice in. Yeah, then I definitely won't ever get anything done, Heather, because I can't. I can multitask a lot of things, but talking and reading and counting and crocheting is not one of them. It'd be different if it was a blanket and you're just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, but not when you have to do the increases. That's where I got messed up, was the increases. Well, thank you, Sylvia, for hanging out with us. And John just got home, so he went fishing for his birthday.
And to the old car show.
Oh, and to an old car show.
I didn't buy nothing, even though it's my birthday, Mom.
Good thing you didn't buy anything. Okay, you guys, I am going to go and, yep, we'll have a video at some point tomorrow too. And we'll see you later.